This is Tom, the Lone Wolf Prepper. It is March 24th, 2024. First thing I want to do is give a shout out to Prepper Nurse One for giving me a shout out on his channel. He's got a cool channel. He's a cool guy. Does some interesting things, especially with his bunker building. Anyway, if you haven't checked out his channel and you're watching this, please check out his channel. Also, please hit the subscribe, leave a comment, thumbs up or thumbs down. The thing I'm concerned about most on this channel is honesty. Okay? I've been critiqued before. It doesn't bother me. But anyway, this video is going to be on censorship and shadow banning. And you may be surprised at my reaction to this. I got to put on my glasses and look sophisticated. Anyway, this is some of the information that I have received, or the data I've received from YouTube. Anyway, these are on my shorts. My first one, we don't have a choice anymore. That's the name of the short. Okay. It had 10 views, and I think this was over 3 or 4 days now. It was only put on a feed 9 times. It had 6 likes, 1 comment, and that's 100%, over 100% view rate. They got a view rate and a sweep rate. So that's 100% view rate. Nobody swiped it. Everybody who saw it watched it. Okay. And here's another one. Forced to accept. That's the name of the short. It had 20 views, 29 times it was put on the feed. So that was a 65.5% view rate, and that would have been a 34.5% sweep rate. And it had 4 likes. Okay. And then another one. Freedom of expressions leads to a great nation. I think that's how I put it. It had 9 views. And this was over, I think this one may have been on 5 days. 9 times it was put on a feed. Okay. That's 100% feed view. And then I can't read what that says. Anyway, you're getting the picture here, okay? What I would call the truth, or what YouTube would call controversial videos, you might say. You can see that people like them, but they're not getting YouTube's shadow banning them. We'll say that. Now, to some of my shorts that have exploded. Okay? My preferred way to travel. My short of my horse is running towards fence towards me. 6,100 views. I know, wow. 14 subscribers. Okay? It was put on the feed 16,500 times, which it was a 37% view rate. Okay? Okay, I got another one. I hope we're seeing a pattern here. I'm positive he cannot get pregnant. I love that one. I love the jabs I throw at these guys, okay? Kill them with their own logic. Anyway, it had 4,000 views. I got 18 subs out of it. It was put on the feed 11,600 times. That's a 34% view rate. It had 33 likes. And what else? I don't think I have my subscribers down on here. Or did I? 18 subscribers I said. And one thing also about that video. That was strange. 100% of the viewers were male. Out of 4,000, all of them were guys. I don't know what that means, but obviously guys know that a bull can't get pregnant. Okay. And then, where's this other one? The nature one. It had, or no, that isn't that one. Anyway, you're getting the picture here. Okay. And I had another one of some deer dealing with nature and had 4,100 views. And the same was about, 10 to 12,000 times it was put on the feed. Okay, this is the thing. And I had subscribers. Everything that they put on the feed, I get subscribers for. Okay? People hearing more of the word. And the ones that they would consider controversial, well, guess what? You got to look for them. That's definitely shadow banning. Do I believe it's censorship? No, I don't. And this is why. In the local gas stations around here, or where people gather, grocery stores or whatever, there's usually a board that's set up for people to put their business cards on, paper, community announcements, you name it. Okay. And that's what YouTube and all these social media platforms are. They're that board. Or in the big city, I guess it would be what they tack to a utility pole. Okay, but what happens to that board? It's a freedom of speech board. But if your stuff isn't properly placed on that board, it gets covered. You got to search for it. That's what shadow banning is. You just got to do more searching. If you're not happy with what you hear, or if you want to hear more, you got to do more searching. And you'll run across the material you're looking for. YouTube is not taking me off, tearing my channel down, which I can't believe they haven't done yet, to be honest with you. But they're not censoring me. You can go out there and find it and listen to it. Okay. But they are trying to, put us in the shadows. Lots of creators can identify with this. I don't know why what we say is so harmful to them. If they are so right and we are so wrong, then the last thing we should have to do is fear us. So, but it's not going to stop. And the thing is, they're setting a precedence. And when the power changes, and their side ain't on top no more, you might say, and it's used against them, that's not going to be right either. So, to get the word out, we need to share the comments. We need to stop, and maybe not through electronics, but share communication verbally like we used to. Stop and talk to people on the street. Say, hey, what's going on? I do it all the time now. All the time. I talk and I talk and I talk. I can't stop. Maybe one day a lot of people will start listening. The only way to get the message out for me is start flapping my lips. And a lot of them are like, yeah, and I say it in a way that makes them think. Not dictating it to them or not. I say it almost in a question. But they got to answer that question to themselves. And that's what opens their mind up. Not regurgitating something. You get that mind working in somebody, you're creating an independent person. And that's what I hope I'm doing in these videos. Making you think. Like forcing 80% of the population was forced to accept freedom, liberty, their God-given rights in the pursuit of happiness. I can't even imagine what kind of person you want to be if that's forced on you. But anyway, I made a comment on a liberal post. I mean, I was getting quite a few views a day in the thousands. Not that views are important, because the views that I want aren't going on the videos I want. The shorts I have here is to show you how a lone wolf lives, where this lone wolf lives, how I just get along with nature, Like that short in the tractor moving the cows that day. That was just perfect time and place. The cows were just moving all right. That song came on, and I'm like, boy, life don't get much better than this. When you can just forget about all your problems for a minute. That's what that moment was about. I love that video the best. I watched that one over and over again. But, it's great I get views on them. But nobody's getting the information that I want to put out. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that except with your guys' help. Share the address. We got to get the word out. And like I say, we need to start organizing. And the only way to start organizing is to start communicating. Go out and talk to your neighbors like you used to. Even if they don't agree with you, at least try to convince them. The tyranny is on both of us, no matter how we believe. And if you can't convince them, like I say, make them think about it. You say, don't get pushy. Be nice and polite. And another thing, if you don't get along with your neighbor and your neighbors are grumpy, how about one day? And I've done this and it actually works. I did it here. We have a neighbor that nobody got along with. He hated everybody. He hates the guy I work for. This way he hated us. So what did I do? I started waving to him every day, killing him with kindness. And then he started waving. And now he's talking to me. He actually ain't a bad guy. Just misunderstood like a lot of us. Do that with your neighbor. Get them to the point where they can't have a reason to be upset with you. And then you can open up a dialogue. We need to band together. We need to communicate. Okay, we're all being hurt. Even the ones getting free money, believe it or not, you're getting hurt the worst. Because what are you going to do when nobody's there to take care of you one day? Eventually the money is going to run out. So, it's not censorship. It's just shadow banning. They don't want an opinion heard. It's all about the bread and circus. And that's kind of what those videos that I've gotten a lot of views on are. Bread and circus. Something to entertain you. Because I don't want to hear the truth. It's time to stop living in that world. It's going to be tough. When did you ever set a goal for yourself that didn't take years to achieve? That didn't take blood, sweat, and tears? Nobody's going to fulfill your dreams for you except yourself. Nobody's going to achieve your goals except you. So, we all know what our goal has to be. It has to be to bring back freedom, liberty, our God-given rights, and our pursuit of happiness, all protected by the government that we set, the new guards we set to take care of all that. So, that day is coming. Prepare for it. This Lone Wolf Prepper out.